Hey guys, it's today was a little bit low, so I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. All right, so I'm excited to be here today. Stress. We are talking about stress and what it does to your personal development. So, if you are on any kind of journey, on a fitness journey, on a health journey, you're an entrepreneur, you are trying to make any type of change in your life, then you will come to realize that it is not easy. I know it from personal experience. I know when I'm trying to change things in my life, I usually come upon some very difficult challenges, but I break through them and I keep going. So it's easier said than done. When you are on a fitness journey, when you are on a health journey, one of the most difficult things for you to deal with is stress. Why? Because stress can do so many different things to you physically, emotionally, and mentally. So, when you are first trying to change your lifestyle, when you're first trying to change your diet, one of the things that you have to really look at is why is your diet the way it is as it is today? Do you have a relationship with food that's not good? Are there certain reasons why you eat certain things? Are there just things that you like to eat that you're used to eating because it's something that you grew up eating? So these are the first things that you really have to think about when it comes to I need to make a change in my lifestyle so that I can be better for myself, better for my children, and for my family, because that is what I am all about, right? Healing yourself and doing the work that you need to do so that you can then trickle that down to everyone in your household. So when we talk about stress, some people stress eat, right? I'm not feeling too good, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling depressed. Comfort to me is food. So I'm gonna go get a bowl of ice cream. I'm gonna go, have a sandwich. I'm going to pick up something that I know may not be on the list of things that I should be eating for the journey that I'm trying to be on, right? So, one thing that you can do when you stress eat is get to the bottom of what's causing the stress. And I like to tell my clients this because stress eating is huge. We have relationships, very comfortable relationships with food, and those comfortable relationships come from childhood. So imagine, from 3 to 30 for 27 years, you've been stress eating for 27 years. This particular food has been providing you with comfort when no one else could and nothing else could, right? So the goal is to get to the bottom of why you are stress eating. So, are you stress eating because you have some type of trauma that you have yet to heal? And if you recognize that and you know what that is, let's get on the journey that we need to get on in order to heal that trauma. So, say you are overweight and you've been overweight your entire life and you remain overweight because you have such negative relationships and such negative memories of growing up being overweight, being teased by friends, by family, and others. And so you say, hey, everyone already knows that I'm overweight. I know that I'm overweight. Nothing's going to change. Remember, mindset. Nothing's going to change, so I'm going to continue to do this anyway. So that can be the trauma and the trigger that's causing you to continue to eat. So once you know that you're having that particular issue with your eating, then you say, hey, let me tackle this head on because this is what's causing me the stress. The stress of being teased because I was overweight is further causing me to be overweight. And it's causing me not to take my health and my wellness seriously. So let's talk to the people who are still around that tease you. Let's tell those family members. Let's tell your mom. Let's tell your dad how it made you feel to be teased. Although you never said anything about it before, you're saying it now because you have come to realize that it is a trigger for you. It is a food trigger for you. It is a stress trigger for you. So you want to get down to the reasoning. So that's the first thing. Once you discover the reasoning, then we want to switch gears into something positive. So if you realize that you stress eat and now you know why you stress eat and you're working on healing the reasons as to why you stress eat, now what you want to do is replace that with something healthy. So if you are stress eating and your thing is to eat, hey, ice cream, right? I'm just going to say ice cream. Everyone loves ice cream. So if you're stress eating ice cream, what you want to do is find an alternative to that. What can be a healthy alternative? You make your own ice cream. So you can still have the ice cream that you want. However, what you're doing is you're changing the ingredients so that you can still fulfill that void of, I feel like I need this in order to get through whatever emotion I'm feeling. You can still fill that void, but it can also be healthy because that is the goal. And once you continue to work on the reasons why you're triggered, then you will realize that you don't need to have that replacement because the replacement is not helping you. Slowly, you will relinquish the replacement of the ice cream that you make yourself because you will no longer need it because you will heal that part of that trauma that triggers the need for you to stress eat, right? So that's one way that you can do it. Another way that you can relieve stress, surprisingly enough, is through exercise. It doesn't have to be heavy exercise, people. It doesn't. It can be meditation. I believe that meditation is exercise because you're doing something to your body that you don't normally do on a regular basis. When you meditate, you have specific breathing. So that meditation to me is exercise. It's exercise for your diaphragm. It takes your body to a different place. So it doesn't have to be heavy exercise. It can be meditation. It can be walking. Something that's going to take your mind off of the stressor and assist you with replacing it. Again, everything is replacement. So even when you're going, through life as an entrepreneur, right? I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a new entrepreneur. But as an entrepreneur, I'm coming to realize also that everything is replacement. It's just like having a 9 to 5 and you've worked a 9 to 5 for 20 years and you've decided now to go out on your own. You have to replace that 9 to 5 income with the work that you're doing in your own business. So a lot of entrepreneurs don't leave that 9 to 5 until they have replaced their monthly income working for themselves. It's the same thing when you're going through stress. You want to find the stressor, find the trigger, find the thing that's feeding it, work on it, heal it, and then slowly replace that trigger, replace the healing, replace the food, replace whatever you're putting into the void with something healthy and something positive. So if you notice, I keep saying replace because I want you to get that in your mind because that's what it's about. It's about replacing the negative with the positive so that those things can assist you on the journey that you are going on, right? So those are the first two things that you can do. Exercise, right? Exercise and replace. The third thing that you can do when you are in a state of stress, but you are trying to go on a journey of wholeness and wellness, is take time for yourself. This is extremely important. We don't do this enough because we don't get the opportunity to. But you have to take time for self care. It's a must. If you do not take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anyone else. So if that's you sitting in the bathroom, I'm outside the flies. If that's you sitting in the bathroom, if it's you going for a walk by yourself, if it's you sitting in your car by yourself, going on vacation by yourself, spending time away so that you can get the opportunity to hear your voice, to get clarity on the things that you need, to rest your body physically. Sometimes we're mentally tired, other times we're physically tired. Sometimes it's both. But a lot of times when your mind can't rest, it really bothers you physically. How many of you, how many of us have so many things going on throughout the day that we cannot sleep well at night? And if we go to sleep at night, we're up at 3:30 in the morning with excellent ideas for our business, right? So when we don't have that rest time, that relaxation time, that personal time, that alone time of self development, it really harms us and we don't think about it, but it does. So we need to take our own time to get to know ourselves again, to get in touch with ourselves again, to ground. I love telling people to ground. When you are stressed and it's affecting your daily life and it's affecting what it is that you're trying to do to build and to grow, you should ground. Go to the park, take your shoes off, sit in the grass with your feet in the grass, or walk in the grass, or stand in the grass and become one with nature again. Ground so that that energy from the earth can come in you and feed you and revitalize you and give you the energy that you need in order to continue with your building and your growing. So, ground, work out, replace. I'll do it in reverse. Replace, workout, ground. These are the things that we need to do when stress is affecting us in our progress. And I'll give you a bonus. I usually do three, but I'll give you a bonus. The bonus is eat right. We may think stress is everything is outer, right? A lot of people think when we are stressed, everything is outside. These outside stressors are causing our lives to be difficult. It's causing us to feel some type of way. It's causing us to whatever. That's not true. Yes, there are outside stresses. Yes, there are things that you may experience because of what's going on in your surroundings. That's absolutely 100% true. But a lot of the stress that we place on ourselves really comes from some of the things that we eat, which we can change. Back to replacement. Replace bread, with something else. Replace it with a spelt bread. We want to start from the inside out. A lot of people want to start from the outside in, but when we start from the outside in, we tend to cover up. I love to call them cover girls. We tend to cover up when we start from the outside in. Because as long as things look good and feel good, we move forward without taking care of what we need to take care of. So I like to start from the inside out. Does your gut feel good? Is your digestion good? Do your organs feel good? Does your body feel good? Are you inflamed? All of these things that you need to work on before we get to, oh, I look good today. Oh, I'm wearing this, I'm wearing that. So, all of the things that we need to work on inwardly before we start working on things outwardly. So, those are the things that you can do to deal with stress when it is affecting you on your journey to better health, wealth, entrepreneurship, anything that you are trying to change in your life. You're always going to encounter stress. Always. Here's a bonus I just thought of. Stop worrying. It doesn't help. It doesn't get you anywhere. It's something that I am learning out how to do as a serial worrier since I was a child. Stop worrying. Because worrying means that we don't have the solution. But if we stop worrying, it clears our mind to give space so that we can find solutions. So that was your bonus. Stop worrying. This is Ereena George, and those are some steps that you can take to de stress on your journey to a better life. Take care.